What kind of bait do you put in a lake to catch babies?
No. I have no idea.
It's not a joke. I don't have a punchline for it. It's fucking baby bait. The Baby Lakes. It's a baby-centric episode.
Cheerios.
Yeah, there you go. It's the Watchmen on the couch. Welcome to the Watchmen on the Couch. Today we are discussing episode 4 of season 1. If you don't like my story, write your own. And if you don't like this podcast, make your own. I don't give a fuck. Speaking of podcasts, you can check out Watchers on the Couch online at watchersonthecouch.com. From there you get links to all the other shows we cover in the Watchers on the Couch family network. It's kind of a network. It's kind of its own network. As well as the other thing that I forgot to mention, you can actually leave us a voicemail. There's a voicemail widget on the website. Through you the magic of internet technology, put on your headset, leave us a voicemail for your questions, comments, whatever pertaining to Watchmen, and you might get it on the air. But at any rate, I'm Tim Pickerel.
Mike Daffra.
Oh, Mike, this was a big what the fuck episode.
Yeah, I was expecting to get more answers, and I just have kind of more questions. So I don't know how I feel about this episode.
Yeah, Sarah actually watched this episode with me, and this is the only the second episode she's seen. She's seen episode 2 and episode 4.
Okay, why?
So I don't know. Well, she watched it yesterday because she wasn't feeling good, so she was laying on the couch while I was. Well, it's like I need to watch this because we've been gone. For a few days. We were in Vegas, which was cool.
Did you take your hover round to the Grand Canyon?
I didn't take a hover round to the Grand Canyon, but I did take a bus to the Grand Canyon.
You know who doesn't need a hover round to go to the Grand Canyon? Will Reeves.
He gets around.
That lying son of a bitch. This pretending to be crippled. I mean, that's... Ooh.
This guy fucking walks. I've never been more sure of anything in my entire life.
Yeah.
Oh, man. So we start off with the enigmatic, is that a word? It's kind of a word. Lady Trieu, who we've never seen before, but she has been referenced as someone who's bought up Adrian Veidt's company.
Yeah.
And was building a big tower. And we saw the tower... the clock tower, whatever it was, the timepiece, last episode. But we start off with how she acquired that property that she was building on, and apparently she just makes babies.
Yeah, I don't understand that at all. So she's like these poor little egg farmers that can't make any money, and they can't make babies.
Yeah.
So I guess she can't make her own eggs, but she can make chicken eggs.
They got bad luck with eggs. Got some bad eggs.
She dropped all the eggs and dropped her own eggs. I guess. I don't know.
There's some bad eggs in Oklahoma.
Yeah, Lady Trieu, man, she's a weirdo.
She's so fucking weird.
Like when during that scene, and she's like, "I say bullshit." I'm like, okay.
You know something we don't know. So yeah, I've already made a baby. Okay.
Yeah.
So fucking weird.
I thought she was going to say, let's make a baby together. Bow, chicka, wow, wow. Lady Trieu's into the threesome action.
She has Dr. Manhattan things going on. Like she's just got this big glowing blue I don't know how to fit that into something.
Yeah, it's hard to fit that into something.
as Lori knows.
Yeah, and she's a trillionaire, not a billionaire. She's a trillionaire.
Yeah, let's get it right.
So,
was Veidt a trillionaire?
From, I don't think so.
Just a millionaire or a billionaire.
I don't know.
How do you get more money than Veidt?
She made her money from pharmaceuticals and biotech. Maybe. So is she the one making those pills? I guess
The will pills.
we find out at the end of there. I don't know, man. What do you think? What do you think that was that fell from the sky there? Superman?
Oh yeah, that's yeah. I have no idea.
An even bigger blue dildo.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, I have no idea. What I was wondering is whether or not Vite was already gone by then, because we find out Vite's been gone for like 3 or 4 years now.
Mm-hmm.
So now I'm not entirely sure if Dr. Manhattan's the one that's got him imprisoned, or if she has him imprisoned and then she bought off his stuff, or like she got him out of the way for that.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm assuming maybe she is imprisoning him because she bought his company. But would that even happen if he was around? Like, did she fucking trick him into going someplace? I don't know fucking how she would do that. Mm-hmm. Either way, like, she ended up imprisoning him in that, like, world. Then she could take over his company. She could, create the clock tower and all that stuff. We gotta save the clock tower.
And if she's making babies, is she like putting the babies in the lakes? I mean,
yeah, that too. So that makes perfect sense because she's fishing babies out of a fucking lake, and she makes babies. So yeah, that links together.
Although the idea that there's just like these babies that can survive in lakes seems like some kind of weird Dr. Manhattan thing.
Yeah,
it's like maybe I'll go create some life in a lake.
True. Yeah.
Lady Trieu.
Lady Trieu. That is Lady Trieu. Yeah. I don't know. It's a lot of confusing stuff. I don't even know what to think anymore about what's going on. We did get some confirmation on certain stuff, like you said, that Adrian was there. He was for 4 years. So you do see like the cake after he fucking killed everybody. That was another anniversary. There was a cake sitting on the table. It had 4 candles. And later, when he's fucking just launching dead bodies in the air, he says he's been there 4 years. He also said, so he was sent there. Somebody sent him there.
Yeah.
Like, because he's like, I thought it was a paradise when I was sent here 4 years ago, and now I know it's a prison.
It's a prison.
Ah, bullshit, fuck. Yeah, and microwaving babies. Yeah, just set it to popcorn setting, and you're good to go.
So that's the thing. Did he make that to like speed up incubation of people? That seems like how would he know to make that? I don't know. Everything's so fucking weird. Nothing makes sense.
And they don't like. It takes them a while to be able to speak, but they can understand English without being taught it. So I don't understand what's going on with them. Like if memory is passed down between the clone babies or whatever, like through DNA or whatnot, which is, excuse me, which is something like, I think those pills that Will takes, he originally says like, he takes them for his memory. Mm-hmm. Well, I think those pills are basically like for memory, but memories that aren't really yours, like memory that's kind of passed down through DNA or something. Just like Trieu's daughter is hooked up like to an IV. I think she's just hooked up to a constant drip of whatever's in those pills.
Dream juice.
And yeah, dream juice. And that's why she talks about, because she has that bad dream, but I think it's an actual memory. That could be Trieu's memory when she was actually in Vietnam. Like, and then in the comics, it doesn't like the comedian and Dr. Manhattan. They're in Vietnam and they do some bad shit over there, I think. Mm-hmm. Like, comedian gets somebody pregnant and shoots her or kills her or something.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's Lady Trieu's mom or something, or maybe that's Lady Trieu just experienced some of that shit. And that's not actually her daughter. That's more like a clone.
Yeah, that would. I actually, for a little bit, I thought that maybe that is like just a younger version of herself and was a clone.
So yeah, I don't know. I mean, there's
This is
too many
much.
questions.
Yeah, this is like, what the fuck? We don't have answers for anything.
Too many eggs. You got to crack those eggs. I want to know what's inside. Yeah. Eggs everywhere. Egg on my face.
All the Angela stuff was like the least interesting stuff in the show.
Angela's a fucking idiot, all right? By the way, like, when she threw away her, like, bag of fucking cut-up wheelchair, why did she, like, go do it there? Like, she could have threw that in any dumpster in any alley and no one would fucking know. But she's like, I'm going to get all dressed up and I'm going to go out on this public road and throw this bag over the bridge. Yeah.
Well, that's where she had to go to run into Lube Man, I guess.
Lube Man. Or Trojan Man.
That's probably one of the best superhero things I've ever seen. Is just the ketchup bottles full of lube that he hoses himself and just slides into a sewer. That's amazing.
So you think Lube Man is PD?
Oh, I didn't think of that. That'd be great.
They have similar body styles. Also, we know that PD, it seemed like when he originally was flying to Oklahoma that he wanted to kind of join in on the let's all get dressed up and put on our masks type of thing. And he's super interested in like the Minutemen and the Watchmen history. Also, when Angela...
And he would also have access to Lori's lube for the big blue monster.
Yep. Oh, that's great. all ties together. But he comes into new boss's office. Lori is now new boss. And he comes into her office when Angela's in there and then whispers something in her ear, but we don't know what he says. See, I'm assuming he said something about the wheelchair and seeing Angela. Because then Lori says something about, oh, hey, another hit on your case or something about your car. Oh, yeah. But then it transitions to them driving to go see Lady Trieu, and it almost, I think it's supposed to look like Petey says something about, Lady Trieu or something like that. But I think, he's Lube Man. And he tells her, like, oh, hey, saw Angela earlier today in my lube outfit. Throw a bag over into a dump truck.
That'd be funny if like Lori's basically creating another like Watchmen group while she's working for the FBI. Like she says she's against costumes and shit like that, but she's got her own like rogue group that she's starting.
That Shadow Man or something was just a setup.
Yeah. It's a fucking joke. So the thing that I didn't get was when Petey's talking about they're talking about trauma and like what gets everybody into costumes and stuff like that. Yep. And then he starts talking about Lori's like how Lori's trauma is how the comedian's her dad and stuff like that, but she was into a costume well before that. Like she doesn't find that out until towards the end of the Watchmen.
Yeah, I don't know. That conversation was kind of weird. I don't know if that was more. It almost seemed like that conversation was more just to tell the people watching the TV show a little more backstory.
Oh, okay.
But I don't know. Yeah. I do like any of her interactions. I really like that Lori character.
Yeah, she's starting to grow on me. Like I didn't like her that much the first episode, but this episode was pretty enjoyable.
Yeah. Huh.
Let's see what else we got.
We got Angela goes over to LG's crib, gives him a little KKK uniform.
Oh yeah.
And then he has a great night just dressing up in that KKK outfit. And I'm a white man in Oklahoma, too.
He was a white man in Oklahoma.
Yeah, that's pretty good, Tim.
Thanks. I've been working on it.
Almost sounds like Sean Connery.
He was a white man in Oklahoma.
Yeah, so he's like in a bunker, and is that his house, or is that just like in his backyard of his house?
I feel like it's in the backyard of his house.
That's what I thought too. That's what it kind of looked like. Maybe he just stays in there the whole time anyway.
Well, apparently that's where he develops his Squid Rain pictures.
Yeah, why is he even taking pictures
So
of
it
that?
might be like just his man cave.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yep, it's a man cave of, just developing pictures.
Or it's
of squids.
Or like that is his house, but then he like built that bunker after the White Knight and like people were breaking into the houses and shit like that.
Yeah. Could be.
Well, it seems like we might find out because from the previews, it looks like we have a heavily Looking Glass centric next episode.
Yeah, I'm wondering if that next episode is just going to be more of a bottle episode, or and it's only going to be about Looking Glass, or if it's just going to be heavily based on Looking Glass.
Oh, yeah,
I don't remember seeing any other scenes besides stuff with Looking Glass in it, but
think
it's been a few days.
I think I do remember seeing stuff non-Looking Glass related.
Oh,
But
okay.
it did seem, the previews did seem heavily geared towards Looking Glass.
Right. Like, I have a feeling Looking Glass, there's going to be a scene where he was kind of involved or just experienced like all those fucking people dying when that giant psychic squid came down and killed a bunch of people. And I think there's a little clip that looks like Dr. Manhattan's grabbing a mask or something in that same scene. I can't remember, but yeah, maybe that's why he's kind of obsessed with the squids.
Yeah, I don't remember seeing that. I know what you're talking about with the Dr. Manhattan and the mask. I don't remember that in the previews for this next episode. But I do remember seeing it like in the trailer for the series.
Oh, okay.
But I'll have to rewatch again. But I'm probably not going to, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I probably won't either. So just gonna wait till Sunday. It's already Thursday, so
It's true. It's Lady Trieu.
yeah.
Yeah, the Vite stuff. Was there much like, so he's launching people into orbit.
Yeah, well, you can see that is interesting because you see the people disappear. They just disappear like there is, like that's a hologram,
Yeah.
sky.
Or they
go past the hologram.
Yeah. So, and who knows what that is, if that is like a dome on Mars or, oh, there's so many questions. That needs to be two separate shows, I think.
Yeah. You could be right about maybe Adrian. So what fell out of the sky, Lady Trieu wants. Fuck, I don't know, man. I mean, it could, like, that meteor could be Adrian Veidt coming back to Earth or something if he was on Mars. Because I do think the Adrian scenes happened in the past, but
Right.
yeah,
Right.
I don't know. I just don't know a damn thing. Why am I podcasting about this?
Too many questions.
I don't know shit. Except fishing for babies. I mean,
I found out there's.
then you microwave them and eat them because we're all the same meat.
Then you make a suit out of them and wrap people that look like them in their skin and send them into space. Try explaining this show to anybody.
Yeah, I know. Just imagine filming that, like freaking fishing for dead babies, or not dead babies. And what is that? Primordial Soup Lake?
Yeah,
I guess.
That's so weird.
Not that makes any sense.
Oh, crikey.
Yeah, I think he did. I think Adrian probably did. He said something about. I think he probably did make that little microwave thingy. I'm assuming, like he didn't make the babies, but he figured out a way to like microwave them into adulthood. I'm guessing.
Yeah, I don't know, because it feels like he would have to do that really. Like, he's been making them for a while, and if he's only been there for 4 years, like, how long does it take to build a machine like that, and where do you get the parts for it?
Well, yeah. Huh, so when he got there, I wonder if there's instructions, like,
Yeah.
if one of your clones happens to die, go out to the lake, fish a new baby out, put him in the machine for $3.50.
And well, that was the other thing, like from I guess from episode 2, like one of the guy who wants to how would you like to be the new Mr. Phillips? That guy had a name.
Huh.
Like before he was Mr. Phillips. He's like, and
Right.
you are, and like he said, whatever his name was, and how would you like to be the new Mr. Phillips?
Oh, I'd be honored, sir.
Yeah. So it's like, where did those names come from?
I don't know. Interesting. I don't know. Well, it ends with like, that was a weird ending with Will just going tick tock, tick tock. Like,
Yeah.
it's just strange. I don't know. Like, I don't know. Do you have any speculation on what Will and Lady Trieu are trying to do? Like, they said they got 3 days. Angela is now going to hate Will after 3 days or something. I don't know.
I suspect it has something to do with it's going to be something that's going to undermine the police and probably bring, because if Lady Trieu has such an adoration for Veidt, she probably is interested in the vigilante aspect of him as well, back when he was the Ozzy Man Cometh. And so, and if, whatever Will's up to, like, if he does have some kind of superpowers to string somebody up, or if he has memories of stringing somebody up, I have no idea what's going on. But I suspect it's some kind of thing to get vigilantes back.
All
And
right.
hey, this whole government thing where the whole Keen thing. Oh, cat's knocking at the door.
Damn kitty. Dude, I just thought about something. So I haven't really been thinking about the clock tower that much, but like, okay, what if that's like a mass producer of like that memory pill stuff, and it does that to the whole population somehow, and has them have memories of the past? Would that create some kind of chaos or change the world or be bad for the world or good for the world?
I have no idea. I mean,
that's kind of telling time in a sense. Like, I don't know if you were being poetic, which I'm not.
yeah, no, I'm with you. Jesus Christ, cat. Yeah, I'm with you. I think that's probably something to that. So then the question is,
I mean, it has to be more than something than just telling time, obviously. It's not just a big clock.
no, for sure.
So,
it has to be tied into cavalry too, like with the watch batteries and.
right. Are they like gathering up stuff for her, or shit? I don't know.
Or I guess maybe that.
Why would they help her? I don't know.
Well, they might be helping her because. Yeah, I mean, maybe it's all tied to the Rorschach journal and like the truth about what Veidt did and things like that too. I don't know. It's so much speculation.
Yeah, I don't know.
We'll have to check Reddit.
Because you assume Lady Trieu knows that the squid thing was a hoax, basically.
Yeah.
I don't think the word hoax is the right word to use, because I mean, people did fucking die, and like,
yeah,
it was just conspiracy. I don't fucking know.
Yeah, it's a conspiracy or a cover up.
Cover up.
My thing was like, why is everybody? So, like I said, I have not read the graphic novel. I've only seen the movie, but like everybody was like so freaked out about, well, like Veidt and like Dr. Manhattan, like we can't have Rorschach telling people, but Rorschach's a crazy person. Like logically, he'd probably be more likely to be dismissed than anything else.
Yeah, well, I don't know. There's a lot of dummies in the world, but yeah, I would say
You don't say.
You don't say. Huh. I don't know what else I got, Tim.
I don't think I have much else either, so it's not a...
Yeah.
We didn't, I guess, I mean, technically we furthered along the plot, but we didn't get any real answers, just a lot of questions as we're building up to the second half of the season. So we are, well, there's an odd number of episodes, so we're not half through, but halfway through the next episode, we'll be halfway through.
Right. Man, it'll be almost over after next episode. Yep. They better start tying some shit up. I want answers.
Well, yeah, especially if they didn't have plans to do a season 2.
Yeah. I think that's probably could change, but
yeah, but I haven't heard anything about being renewed for season 2. But well, I guess because Game of Thrones was renewed for season 2 almost immediately after the pilot.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see.
Yeah, it also, I guess, depends on how this all ends,
Mm-hmm.
If there's even anything that would be worthwhile doing a season 2 on.
Yeah. Well, if not, then we'll switch back. We'll switch over to His Dark Materials for season 2.
Yep. Or The Mandalorian, or
oh, there's so many. Yeah, we need to have just a binge series where it's just kind of these one-off seasons of things. Because I don't know if Mandalorian's. I think that's all Mandalorian's going to be.
Oh, really?
Well, I mean, I don't know for sure. I haven't started watching it yet either because I don't want to pay for yet another subscription service right now.
I watched it, and really, I mean, it's if you have, do you have Hulu?
I do have Hulu.
Well, you can just combine it with your Hulu account. There's a bundle for it.
Oh, no shit.
I don't think it's that much. I think it's another $6 or something.
Oh, that's cool.
So,
And
then you also get ESPN Plus.
I don't give a shit about that.
Yeah.
I
don't think anybody does. Seems kind of pointless.
It does seem pointless. There's what was I gonna say? Oh, I want
The Mandalorian was good though.
Yeah, no, I hear a lot of people saying that Mandalorian's great, so I'll definitely be checking it out. I need to I'm waiting until Picard comes out for me to actually get the CBS All Access to watch that, because I am interested in that. And then at the same time, I'll probably finally get around to watching Star Trek Discovery.
Yeah.
So many good shows, and watching all these shows just sucks your life away.
I know. Dude, I'm watching way too much TV right now. I started watching the new Jack, what the fuck is it's on Amazon Prime.
Oh, the Jack Reacher stuff with the guy from The Office.
Yeah, but it's not Jack Reacher.
Not Jack Reacher. No, it's not Jack Bauer either. Yeah, the Harrison Ford character, Jack Ryan. Yeah. Jack Ryan.
Yes, and the first season was really good, and the second season's so far pretty good. But then I'm watching Watchmen. I'm watching freaking a little bit of Castle Rock. Watching
haven't started Castle
His Dark Materials, The Mandalorian. I'm like, good God, I've spent way too much time watching TV this past week.
Yeah, I'm probably just gonna binge a bunch of stuff over the Christmas holiday.
Yeah. Hey, but it's good stuff. Yeah. It's fun.
Slick stuff.
I'm entertained.
Neat stuff.
Try it out.
Yeah. I'm surprised we haven't seen Garth Brooks in Watchmen yet.
Yeah.
He'd fit in somewhere in Oklahoma with some.
He'd dress up as Chris Gaines, or whatever.
I think it is Chris Gaines. You know how, on Your Mom's House, they say how Garth Brooks is a serial killer? You know who really looks like a serial killer is fucking Blake Shelton. Holy shit, that guy is what was I watching? Oh, we were coming back from the Grand Canyon on the bus ride, and for some reason they were showing some Vegas show DVD where it was this one guy, and he had a bunch of other people come out, like Kenny G and something like that. But at some point, is it Blake Shelton? Is that who I'm thinking of?
He's a country singer.
Yeah, I think that is he the one that's married to Gwen Stefani?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one I'm talking about. He's got these cold, dead eyes. And his face is always really serious. He's minutes away from peeling your skin off and wearing it over his own. Creepy fuck. Anyway, that has nothing to do with any of this. So I guess that's a good place to wrap it up. So once again, check out watchersonthecouch.com for the socials and all that other stuff. Chris and Debbie currently doing Castle Rock Season 2 Misery, which I still need to watch. Because supposedly it's better than Season 1, and I hated Season 1. I hated most of Season 1.
No, yeah, I didn't like Season 1, really. I started off pretty good. It's kind of like, I don't know. You just watch it yourself.
Yeah.
I like it's okay so far. I watched the fifth episode, and I just kind of felt exhausted. It was stretched out way too long.
What do you think about this other Stephen King show that they've got coming up?
Which one? What is it called?
Is it The Outsider? Is that what it's called?
Oh, yeah. Is that's an HBO show, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've barely seen anything from it. I don't even remember seeing what the previews
Yeah,
look
I've
like.
only seen the one preview for it where Jason Bateman supposedly killed a kid, but he was actually 60 miles away when it happened or something like that. There's a lot of Stephen King shit going on.
Yeah, that could be good. Sure, Chris and Debbie will probably cover that.
Probably. All right. Well, yeah. And then also watchersonthecouch.com. You can leave us a voicemail. You can ask me and Mike a question if you want. And we'll try to get to it.
Try it out and we'll try to get to it.
That's right. So until next time, I'm Tim Pickerel.
And I'm Mike Daffron.
And make sure you stay away from Blake Shelton.